Hey, what's up, everybody? How we doing? How we doing? Man, 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 oh man. If y'all haven't seen my reaction to the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer yet, after this live stream, I suggest you go watch that because I was blown away. I was blown away. What's happening, everybody? Thank you so much for stopping by. To those of you who don't know me, my name is Stevie Luke, and we're talking some Star Wars. We're talking some Endgame. We're going to go back and forth. Yo, what's up, Philemon X? Yeah, if you guys are watching, jump in the chat. Let me know your name, where you're watching from. Let's start building this community up a little bit. I want to start doing these live streams a lot more often because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to talk to you guys live and see your opinion on stuff like this. And the stuff like this that I'm talking about is a certain trailer that dropped a few days back for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And it's had a little bit of a polarizing effect. Some people are excited, some people aren't. I'm leaning more towards the excited factor purely because Emperor Palpatine is apparently making a comeback. What's up, Matt Wilson? How you doing, buddy? We talk about the Star Wars 9 trailer, so I know you're not really interested in that, but hey, you know what? I know I've noticed my subscriber base is mostly Marvel fans. So I'm just going to basically talk to myself basically about this. So what I saw in the Star Wars 9 trailer that really got me going was Rey fixed the lightsaber. No spoilers? Okay. Zipping it. Be cool. Don't worry, Philemon X. There wasn't really any spoilers in the trailer that much. Just some stuff that got me hyped up. Like, I don't know if you guys went on Twitter, but of Mark Hamill's Twitter more specifically. But Mark Hamill actually confirmed that he's in Episode 9. So that right there, that got me on board with it right off the bat. Oh, no spoilers for Endgame. Yeah, man, I got you. That's actually what we're going to be talking about. I'm not specifically going to be giving out spoilers. I'm not going to be giving spoilers. I'm going to be talking about how spoilers are getting out and how it's absolutely crazy. Like, why would you spoil such an awesome movie for people? It just doesn't make sense. So let's get to the main topic of today, and that is Star Wars Episode 9 versus Avengers Endgame. Which one will do better? Which one will get better audience ratings? Which one will get better box office? Which one will do better overall? So let me know in the chat. Let me know down in the comments section below if you're watching on the replay. Which one do you think will do better, Avengers Endgame or Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker? For me, well, this is going to be really close. Both films are going to make $1 billion worldwide, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Both films are going to be making $1 billion. They're both going to join the billion dollar club. But how close will it be? I think the margin is going to be small. This is just my opinion. The margin is going to be really small, but I think that Endgame is going to pull it out. I think that Endgame is going to end up edging out Star Wars Episode 9 just maybe by a little bit. If let's say probably within $100,000, I'd say the margin would be. So I think Endgame's going to pull it out. As far as audience score goes, once again, when you look at how The Last Jedi did, as far as like audience ratings, I don't know if Episode 9 is going to be able to regain all that lost ground all by itself. So I think that Endgame is also going to edge it out as far as audience ratings go as well. Now moving over to the chat, and they say a lot of people, everybody's saying Endgame. Everybody's saying Endgame. Wow, that's crazy. Kay says, I truly believe Endgame, but it'll be close. Yeah. Matt Wilson asks, how did the other Star Wars movies do? Force Awakens did amazing in the box office as far as audience ratings go. It was about half and half. Last Jedi also did amazing. I think Last Jedi even beat out Force Awakens. I think Last Jedi did better than Force Awakens did. But the audience was not happy, was not pleased with what happened. Specifically how they handled Luke in it. Matt, I don't know if you've seen the other Star Wars movies, but yeah, they didn't handle Luke very well in The Last Jedi, and that lost a lot of the fans' respect. So, and the way that Rian Johnson's interpretation of the story was so different from J.J. Abrams, and it just created a whole big mess. So, me personally, I enjoyed Last Jedi. I enjoyed it, but many people did not. My older brother included. My older brother is probably one of the biggest Star Wars fans I've ever met, and he hated Last Jedi. He thought it was not Star Wars like at all. So now for episode 9, we got J.J. Abrams back. I think that he'll probably do better than Rian Johnson. I think that he'll pull out, just like he did with Force Awakens. I think he'll do a good job. Matt Wilson says, so audience, Star Wars to Marvel, not even close? And you've seen the original 3. Okay, yeah. I think Marvel is going to edge out Star Wars on the audience ratings. I think they're going to blow Star Wars out of the water on the audience ratings. Box office is going to be close. Philemon X says Rey and Finn not having any screen time together killed the movie. That's very true. That's very true. J.J. Abrams went through all that trouble to create that bond between Rey and Finn, and then The Last Jedi, they didn't see each other until the end of the movie. So that did it for me too. A jaded audience is hard to win back. You're right. You're right, Matt Wilson. That's very true. And they have that opinion of Star Wars now. That's the last thing that they remember about Star Wars is the fact that they ruined our hero. They ruined the main character of the story, which is Luke. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe the fact that Emperor Palpatine is coming back, maybe that will spice it up a little bit. But we don't even know how he's coming back. We don't know if he's actually alive. We don't know if it's just going to be a force ghost of him, or we don't know if it's just going to be him flashbacks and visions. So why don't you guys jump in the chat for me? And if you're watching on the replay, jump down in the comments. How do you think Emperor Palpatine is coming back? Is he still alive? Is it just a force ghost of him, forced apparition? Or is he just going to be a vision and flashbacks? What do you guys think? Matt Wilson says, do you think I should watch the other movies in the series that I haven't? If you're talking about the prequels, 1, 2, and 3, you don't have to watch the prequels. You don't have to watch the prequels. If you want to know more about Anakin and Obi-Wan, you can watch the prequels. If you want to know more about their backgrounds, 1, 2, and 3 kind of cover that. But I will warn you, they're not the best movies. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are not the best movies. That's for sure. They have their issues. 7 and 8. If you're a fan of the original series, I think you'll appreciate number 7. I think you'll appreciate Force Awakens. But like we said about episode 8, The Last Jedi, it was very polarizing. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. So it's really up to you. It's really up to you. And I will warn you that, like I said, Luke is not really handled very well in that movie. They don't really use his character the right way. So I won't spoil anything for you now. So if you want to go watch the prequels, if you want to know more about Anakin, go ahead. And I think you'll appreciate episode 7, Matt, if you're a fan of the original trilogy. Episode 8, I don't know. Philemon X says, I think it'll be good if The Last Jedi did good. They wouldn't even bring Palpatine back. Kind of a desperation move, I feel. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think J.J. Abrams looked at what Rian Johnson did, and he was like, what the heck? I mean, what'd you do? You just messed up everything that I was trying to do. So I think I have faith in him. I have faith in J.J. Abrams. I think he'll be able to bring it back to where it came from. At least bring some of the audience back to the light side of the Force, to bring them back from the dark side. Matt Wilson says, knowing what little I know about the Emperor, the Force is strong, so I'll bet Force Ghosts. And he loves the original 3. They were so damn good. I agree. I'd have to adjust to the new characters and things since I have no idea. Yeah, that was a big adjustment, Matt, for the new series. The new characters, Rey, Finn, Poe. But hey, I thought they were good. I thought they did a good job of setting those characters up. In episode 9, did a good job of having them all gel together into a team. So I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Oh, and by the way, Matt, if you want to learn more about the Emperor, too, you should watch the prequels 1, 2, and 3. Not the best movies, but Ian McDiarmid is a good actor. He's a good actor. So now that we got that out of the way, we'll I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the phone just started ringing. Just ignore that. So let's circle back to Endgame for a second. There are spoilers running rampant on the internet for Avengers Endgame. All right, guys? So, if you're one of the people, I got to wait till this is over because this is distracting me. Stupid phone. So, if you're one of the people that are spoiling this movie for others online, I got 2 words for you, and they're 2 words that I can't say on stream. But you know what they are. Like, what kind of person would take it upon themselves to spoil like the biggest cultural movie, the biggest cultural event in our generation for these people? So that's not the 2 words I was thinking of, Philemon X. Mine were a little bit more vulgar. Stuart Adams, how you doing, dude? What are you more excited for, Endgame or Star Wars Episode 9? I personally am more excited for Endgame. That's just me. I'm more excited for Endgame. Some people are more excited for Star Wars. Matt Wilson, F you is what I say. Exactly, Matt Wilson. Exactly. And Matt also asks, why do people try and ruin a blockbuster movie for us real fans? It's not fair and they need to be slapped. I agree. They need to be slapped in the face. It's terrible. Like, why would you do that? So I'm sure it's none of you guys that are watching in the chat. And I'm sure it's none of you guys that are watching on the live replay. So for you guys, I want to give you guys some tips because this is what I've heard through the grapevine as like where the spoilers are located. There's a lot of leaked footage on YouTube. So if you're going on YouTube and you're searching stuff for Endgame, you're actually typing into the search bar, Endgame and stuff like that. Be careful what you search, okay? Be careful what pops up. Be careful what you click on YouTube because there's been a lot of leaked footage shooting out there. So I'm sure that that's also expanded to Twitter. I'm sure that that's expanded to Instagram. So just be careful what you click on, all right? Because they're all over the place. 2, comment sections. Comment sections on Instagram the most and YouTube. So if you're looking at like posts of Endgame and you're looking at videos on YouTube of Endgame stuff, like the trailers or the TV spots, don't read the comments. Just don't read any comments at all. That's what I've been doing, and I've been able to avoid spoilers so far. Just don't read any comments. I'd say avoid any articles as well online about it. Just stay away from all stuff Endgame until the movie comes out. It's only going to be a week. If you can even be so disciplined as to stay off the internet entirely, which I'm not even able to do that, so I don't know if you guys will be able to. Just be very careful what you click on. Be very careful. Like, just don't read any comments. Kay Adris says, that's why I logged out all my social media for 1 more week. Good on you, dude. Good for you, Kay. That'll definitely help. Matt Wilson says, I'm not going to watch anything else Endgame until after I see the movie. Same. If you guys were wondering why I'm not doing any reactions to Endgame anymore, this is why. All these spoilers are running rampant all over the internet. This is the reason why I'm not doing any more reactions to Endgame stuff. I don't want to get anything spoiled for me. Kay once again says, stay away from Reddit. So many spoilers. I did not know that. I mean, it makes sense. Reddit is where most of the spoilers end up, actually. So for any movie, that is. So yeah, definitely stay away from Reddit. Stay away from YouTube comments and Instagram comments. Just stay away from stuff like that. Stay away from stuff like that because we don't want anything to be spoiled. Okay, so now that all that's out of the way, those are really the main topics that I wanted to talk about with you guys. Was Star Wars, Endgame, and Endgame spoilers. Excuse me. So if you guys have anything else you want to jump into the chat, excuse me again. If you guys have anything else that you guys want to jump into the chat and talk about, now's the time. Go ahead. It's an open chat right now. Anything goes, except for Endgame spoilers. Yeah, if anybody throws Endgame spoilers in there, that's a swift ban right off the bat. Philemon X says, one of my friends have seen towards the end of the film, and he said he wants to see it even more now. So that's good, I guess. That is a very dedicated fan, I will say. It's a very dedicated fan. Me, if the end of the movie got spoiled for me, I would be livid. I would be so angry. So angry. Like, it's gotten so bad that I'm scared to even, like, post my videos about Endgame on YouTube because I'm afraid that someone will just jump in the comments and start typing spoilers. I don't remember it being this bad for Infinity War. I don't know about you guys, but as soon as the Russo brothers put out that one letter, don't spoil Infinity War, Thanos demands your silence, that whole type of thing. As soon as they put that out, all the spoilers for Infinity War seem to stop. And they did the same thing for Endgame. So I don't know what's going on. Matt Wilson says, I wonder how phase 4 of Marvel will be. Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, etc. And agreed, dude, the end of the movie was ruined. I'd slap someone's mouth. I wouldn't go that far. But phase 4 of Marvel is definitely going to have all like the sequels to Doctor Strange, Black Panther. I know Disney Plus is going to start putting out all their like side shows with Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, and Falcon, Wanda and Vision and all that stuff. So we'll see how phase 4 plays out. Philemon X says he couldn't resist turning off all my social media. Infinity War wasn't bad at all, not compared to this. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I don't know what it is. Matt Wilson says new Avengers also, maybe. I can see phase 4 going into the new Avengers because we got Spider-Man. Yeah, that would probably. Philemon X says Illuminati maybe too. If you guys are wondering why I'm reading everybody's individual comments, it's because for some reason chat replay does not show up on the replay for my videos. I don't know why. If anybody knows how to enable chat replay for after the stream is over, please let me know. So you know what? Here's something that I also want to talk about as far as Star Wars goes. I know I'm kind of like circling back, but this just popped into my head. Do you think Rey is actually a Skywalker? Because the title is The Rise of Skywalker. So I was wondering, is Rey actually a Skywalker, man? It's possible. What do you guys think in the chat? Matt, my job really involves my voice, so I lose it from time to time. So that's why my voice sounds the way that it is. Thanks for asking that, bro. Yeah, my voice sounds kind of scratchy, doesn't it? And that's because my job really revolves around me talking a lot. So yeah, there's that. But seriously, what do you guys think? Is Rey a Skywalker, or is the title referring to Kylo Ren? I think it's referring to Rey. I really want Rey to be somebody. I want Rey to just be like a nobody in this series. Like she's got to have some sort of lineage. She's got to have something in her genes where she's connected so far. Matt Wilson says, is this Star Wars really the end of the saga/series? The Skywalker saga, yes. According to Kathleen Kennedy and all that stuff, they said that that this trilogy is going to end the Skywalker story. So we'll see where they go from there. So what else you guys got? If you guys are here, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Jump down in the comments section if you're watching in the replay. Hit me up. I love chatting with you guys. Oh, okay, but there's more on the way. Yes and no. They're coming out with that thing, The Mandalorian. They're probably going to make more solo movies. I mean, like with Han Solo, considering has Solo for a little bit, but yeah, no other episodes, I would say, because let's think about it for a second. Every single title that has an episode, like Star Wars Episode 4, Star Wars Episode 1, they've all involved the Skywalkers in some way, shape, or form. So if they are going to push ahead with Star Wars, they shouldn't make it an episode. You know what I mean? Like they shouldn't make it part of the episode plotline. They can do more movies like Rogue One. They can do more movies like Solo. And they could do more movies like The Mandalorian, or isn't that a show? Yeah, The Mandalorian's a show. Never mind. They can do more stuff like that, I think. Matt Wilson says, didn't Solo tank? Solo wasn't as well received as people thought, but you gotta remember, there was a lot of production issues with Solo. The movie changed directors like 2 or 3 times. And people just started to lose faith in the film before it even came out. So that's why Solo didn't do as well. I enjoyed Solo. That's just me personally. I enjoyed it. Philemon X says, episodes are major storylines dealing with the galaxy. And wasn't Darth Maul in Solo? Yeah, he was. I didn't want to say that just in case someone hadn't seen Solo. But now it's out there. So yeah. And you're right. Episodes are major storylines dealing with the Skywalkers. Matt Wilson says, okay, I don't know any of this about the series. As said, I never watched. I just heard bits and pieces. Yeah, there's a lot more that happened outside of the original trilogy. Matthew Cocaron, hope I said that name right, probably butchered it. Is Boba Fett in The Mandalorian? That is a good question. And from what I have heard, and I might be completely wrong, so don't quote me on this, I heard that Boba Fett is not in The Mandalorian. I heard that The Mandalorian is about another Mandalorian. I heard it's about a different Mandalorian that is not related to the Fetts. As far as I know, I might be wrong, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard, which makes me kind of not want to see it. That's just me, though. Anybody else? Anybody interested in The Mandalorian? All right, that tells me everything right there, Matt. What the F is The Mandalorian? A Mandalorian is a race. It's a race of people. They're on the planet Mandalore. And that's Boba Fett's race. Boba Fett, well, actually, not technically. That's Jango Fett's race, I should say. And then Boba Fett is Jango's cloned son. So technically, Boba Fett is a Mandalorian. And Mandalorians, they wear the Boba Fett armor. So like the Boba Fett armor and the helmet, stuff like that, that's all like traditional Mandalorian military gear. So that's where Boba Fett gets his stuff. K. Idaris says, Darth Maul was definitely my favorite villain. I found him the most intriguing, and I wish that they had developed his character more in the movies. But in episode 1, they just made him like cannon fodder. Like he was just there. He was just there, man. But at least they gave him more of a storyline in the Clone Wars. That was cool of them. And Philemon X says, not sure, and I'm not interested. Yeah, me neither. I'm not interested in The Mandalorian he's talking about. I'm not interested in The Mandalorian either. Matt Wilson says, I'm sorry I'm so ignorant about this. That's okay, dude. That's okay. You're a diehard original trilogy fan, and I respect you for that. You've stayed away from all this extra stuff, and you've just kept to the core values of Star Wars. So good on you for that. Iron Man Dishaneth has arrived. Hail Iron Man, he says. Yes, hail Iron Man. Philemon X. Why can't I talk anymore? Philemon X asks, who's your top 5 fave Avengers? Okay. Not in a particular order. This is not in a particular order. We got Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Thor, and I'm going to go with Black Panther. That's not in any particular order. Not in any particular. That's just 5 that I really enjoy seeing on screen. Iron Man Deshandeth asks, did you see his new weapon, Iron Man's new weapon, the lightning redistributor? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I saw pictures of it, but I didn't watch like the video that involved it or anything like that. Because like I said, I'm kind of trying to stay away from Endgame stuff because of all the spoilers that are floating around. So I saw pictures of it though. I think it's gonna be really cool to see in the movie. Can't wait to see it in action. Matt Wilson says my top 5: Iron Man, Thor, Scarlet Witch, Cap, Hawkeye. Nice, dude. And the new Iron Man weapon was awesome. Yeah. I think it'll be really cool to see how that works. Like I'm assuming he does it with Thor. I'm assuming like Thor like shoots a bolt of lightning and like he redistributes it and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's what it's for, but don't tell me. Don't tell me if that's what it's for or not, because I don't want it. I want it to be a surprise. Philemon X says, "Oh, nice. Mine are Iron Man, Cap, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange. Ant-Man, huh? I don't see all that often. If you're just joining us in the stream, we are talking about just random stuff about Endgame and Star Wars and stuff like that. We're really just having an open chat right now. But if you just dropped in, be sure to hit that like button. And if you're watching on the replay, once again, jump down in the comment section, hit us up. We want to talk to you guys." Kay says Doctor Strange all the way. Yeah, Doctor Strange is pretty cool. And you know what's cool? Is that the MCU hasn't even begun to start like dabbling with his powers and stuff like that. They haven't even begun. So there's so much stuff they can do with Doctor Strange's character. Matt Wilson says, I don't know, like you, I saw poster pics. I'm not reading any spoilers. Same, bro. I ain't touching any more videos or any more comment sections where I'm done with Endgame stuff because I don't want anything to be spoiled for me. It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, man. Like, do you remember this type of thing ever happening for movies other than Avengers movies? Like, think about that for a second. We never get, like, alerts on social media for, like, there are Star Wars spoilers circulating. Like, no more than normal, at least. Like, we've gotten spoilers for Star Wars, but stuff has been leaked. But never, like, on this scale. It's been crazy. I'm just reading the chat, guys. I'm just reading the chat. If you're watching in the replay and you're commenting in the comment section, please no Avengers Endgame spoilers. I want to make this a spoiler-free channel. Yeah, man. Matt Wilson says, no, never. It's wild. Never have I seen it this bad at all. And again, I don't get why people will try to ruin a movie. That's what I'm saying. Guess they had a poor upbringing in the Lankers. I don't know about that. I think it's just, okay, here's what I think. Oh, hey, what's up, Red Brick? Good to see you, buddy. Here's what I think. Here's why I think people spoil a movie. A, they see something that gets them so excited that they just can't keep it a secret and they have to spoil it. Or B, they just want attention. They just want publicity. It's probably one of those two things. Red Brick 777 says, who do you think is the most powerful heroes in the MCU? I think it's Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, and Thor, and maybe Hulk. Definitely Captain Marvel. Definitely Thor after watching Infinity War. Yeah, I'd say Doctor Strange is up there. Because like I said, the MCU, they haven't really shown all of Doctor Strange's power. Just remember that. Philemon X, Stevie in chat, do you guys believe that the more the MCU goes into space, the less you'll have love for the characters? That's an interesting question. I feel the more powerful the characters, the less you'll love them. My thoughts. I see what you're saying, Philemon. But you got to think the space characters gave us Guardians of the Galaxy. And Guardians of the Galaxy are heckin' awesome. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Love them. Matt Wilson says, you are a very smooth diplomat, dude. I've heard that before. Iron Man can be very powerful if he has time to prepare. Yes, but I never base power off of prep time. I never do that. I always base power off of right here and now. In an instant, how powerful is this character right now? No prep time, no nothing. Just how powerful are they? So Iron Man's a little bit, he's a little bit down there. Like, let's think about this for a second. Iron Man went toe-to-toe with Thor in the first Avengers movie. He actually had a fight with Thor. Granted, Thor is more powerful now, but Iron Man still went toe-to-toe with the god of Asgard. So Iron Man's up there. Matt Wilson says, I connect to a character based on their personal ties, motives, goals. They are all different, and I love all the MCU, and they're all diverse characters. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, for example, I'll tell you right off the bat, my favorite Avenger is Captain America. Right off the bat, that he's always been my favorite. Always been my favorite. So it's basically purely based off of his purity and just his directiveness. Like he always knows the goal. Always knows the end game. No pun intended. But Matt Wilson says, but Iron Man always used prep time, most of the time anyways. Comic books and whatnot, he relies a lot on prep. Yeah, I know. I know Iron Man relies a lot on prep time and like what different suit is used for different things. But like I said, I don't base power on prep time. So if we're just taking Iron Man in base form, he's still up there. He's still up there because think about it. In the first Avengers movie, was Iron Man prepared for Thor? Did he have time to get ready for that fight with Thor? No, he'd never even fought Thor before. He'd never even seen Thor before. That was the first time they met face to face. So he can still go toe to toe with a god without any prep time. So he's still up there. Matt Wilson says Cap will always be in my top 3. He does believe in the right and he will die to defend it. Yep, I agree. Philemon X says, where do you think the dusted characters have gone? I think they're just dusted. People saying, oh, they're in the Soul Stone. No, I think they're just in nothingness right now. I think that they're just gone. Because like Thanos said, they'll just cease to exist. So I think they're just gone. All right, then, guys. We've been going for half an hour. I think that about does it. If you have any last-minute thoughts, throw them in the chat. If you haven't hit that like button yet, be sure to hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this. You know what? I'm going to start doing this like once a week. We're just going to have like just chats. Just chats. Philemon X ends with this statement. Cap and Iron Man will not die. We'll see. No spoilers. We'll see. They better not die. We'll see, Philemon. We'll see. All right, guys. Once again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm definitely going to start doing this more often. Yeah, that's just about it. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week. My name is Stevie Luke, and I'll catch you later.